If I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake, bake a cake, bake a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd bake a cake. Hot-you-do, hot-you-do, hot-you-do.
Back in the 50s, cooks had many challenges. Recipes were only available in books, which meant that either shopping lists or excellent memory were required before a shopping trip. Once back in the kitchen, the combination of messy ingredients and books would inevitably lead to problems. Recently, with the advent of computers and the internet, some of these issues have been resolved. However, it's still very difficult for a user to spontaneously discover new recipes while out shopping. For example, if a particular food is on offer, and having a laptop in the kitchen is even more precarious once you get your hands messy. There is, however, hope yet for chefs. With a mobile device, real-world data can quickly and easily be used to find relevant information, though this is still not ideal, as the most common input is a small keyboard, which makes finding things a time-consuming process. Furthermore, like with books and laptops, a mobile phone is not in its happy place in a kitchen next to messy ingredients. Given the problem space described, a clear solution started to emerge. Given the unique features of a modern-day mobile device, such as constant data connection, being geo-aware, and good quality camera, we started to work on a solution which combined these to provide the relevant information to the user. Very quickly, two key features started to stand out, using the camera as a barcode reader to input data, and allowing the user to interact with the program with their voice.
In part, we took some inspiration from recent developments in the mobile application marketplace. A few mobile applications released in the last year have effectively leveraged the use of the phone's camera as a barcode reader, and the ability to look up a barcode against an online product database. This gave us the idea of using this feature in our program. By enabling the user to quickly scan the barcode of a product as they are out shopping, the usability of our application will be greatly improved, and the time it takes for a user to go from launching the program to being presented with recipe options will be reduced.
The application you can see is the final version of our product. In process of designing it, we created 3 different prototypes and asked users to test all of them and share their opinion with us. It was a valuable lesson, as not all the ideas we had were as good as we had initially thought. The final version took on board all the suggestions and hopefully will be a successful product. Let me guide you through some of the aspects of the design and functionality. One of the problems concerned help button. Study shown that it is required on all screen, just like exit, saved and recent buttons. Users prefer buttons with both text and icon on them. Notice that buttons are positioned in the same place on each screen. It makes navigation a lot easier and creates a user-friendly experience. The welcome screen, which I thought would be a good feature, turned out to be completely unnecessary. So how does the application work? To activate the barcode scanner, you need to pull down the camera tray. It turns on iPhone's camera. Scan items appear in these squares alongside the food processor. They can be grouped. For example, all dairy products fitted into one square. Notice how the size of the squares changes. It represents the change of priority of a product. After clicking on the item, context menu pops up. It gives opportunity to group and ungroup items, increase or decrease the priority, or to delete them. It is also possible to enter items manually. By tapping on an empty square, keyboard screen is activated with dictionary-like interface. By clicking the food processor icon, we finish entering ingredients and are taken to the results screen. All the recipes are divided into 3 prime categories: starters, main courses, and puddings. Results are displayed in a matrix, where rows represent type of cuisine. It is possible to scroll and zoom in and out the matrix. After selecting the recipe, user can either play it to start cooking or save it for later. Recipes have rating system, which is another useful hint from our users. The application can be controlled by simple voice commands such as next or repeat.
Before we started a design process, we wanted to hear what users had to say. We wanted to find out few things. First, if potential users liked the idea of the application and if they would use it. 85% of respondents said they would use the application. Also, most of them were very enthusiastic about it.
Then we asked people what they want the application to be like, and here's what we found out.
Have quick access to recipes.
Easy,
Simple.
clear instructions,
Easy to read.
user-friendly,
Clear interface.
fast,
Mobile.
simple but extensive.
Light colored. We measure expected time to learn the application. 75% of users want to learn the application in less than half an hour.
We also asked about expected waiting time for results. 85% of users expected to wait less than a minute for the results.
As users were very enthusiastic and interested in the program, we learned about a few of their ideas to improve the application. Some of them are incorporated into the final product, like have current recipe instruction highlighted, adding to favorites, full screen reading, options hidden while cooking, dividing recipes for starters, desserts, searching for recipes for babies and kids, photo of the result of the recipe, counter of calories, possibility of typing in ingredients. Even though there were other ideas worth attention, introducing them could make the application too complex. We had to give up. Menu with the possibility of specifying user preferences for recipes, list of similar recipes, adding users' own recipes.
Having that data and our ideas in 7 different heads, we decided to note them down so we all knew where we were going with the design. This is how we prepared a professional conceptual model in which we enclosed metaphors, concepts, relationship between concepts, mappings, interaction type, and interface type.
If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How did you do? How did you do? How did you do?